The thing with top 10 lists is that sometimes people forget to include their favorite movie, because your favorite movie doesn't have to be the one that made the most money or the one that won the most awards. It doesn't have to be the most obscure indie just so you can stand out, or the most famous so you can fit in. It doesn't have to be the one your friends like the most or the first movie you saw on your date. It should be the one that moved you personally the most. And for me, that movie played at Sundance back in January, and since then, it hasn't left my mind. But let me explain. I'm aware that there's still months left to go, and trust me, if a better movie comes out, then praise be, that's awesome. But ever since seeing this movie at that screening, I literally haven't watched another movie this year that's made me laugh, that's made me cry, and legit inspired me like this one has. And that emotion that I got as soon as the end credits hit is the same exact feeling I got from my previous favorite movies as soon as those ended as well. So I'm pretty confident in declaring this as my 2017 pick. But that's just my own personal opinion. So let me explain why it's my favorite movie of 2017. See, when I went into this, I was completely blind, so I just want to give you the quick, cryptic pitch so you can kind of experience it like I did. All I knew was that Mark Hamill was in it, and I can tell you it's his best work since portraying a clown. It had the comedy stylings of The Lonely Island, Chris Lord, and Phil Miller, and since I've seen it, I endorse it myself if I've ever made you laugh. And it's a sci-fi adventure that's not really a sci-fi adventure, but the perfect example of following your passions with your friends and family on your side. So I would highly recommend giving it a watch and then letting me know what you think. However, if you need more convincing or just want to know more about why I loved it, then let me tag the next part with slight spoilers. In the film, James is a full-grown man who's never interacted with the outside world, with his only passion being the TV series Brigsby Bear. Not only is his adaptation to the real world entertaining and kinda sad, but his attachment to that TV show is what keeps him motivated. A TV show that was exclusively meant and created for him. And looking back at my collection of movies that I watched as a kid, everything that I remember seeing, there's a bunch of things that I highly doubt other people, even my friends, ever saw, but I grew attached to. And that kind of makes them more special now that I'm older, things that only I remember watching. But as you age, supposedly the rule is to leave those things behind, and all those childhood dreams that you have are just childhood dreams, and they need to be let go once you're an adult. But what I love about this movie is that it pushes the idea of using nostalgia to make something of yourself. That your passions as a kid don't have to keep you bound, that you can take them and create something incredible if you give yourself the chance. If you ignore the people who are telling you no and you pursue what you love to do. I mean, I get to talk about movies on YouTube. I've worked on films with my friends for festivals, and I even get to use whatever film talents I have to make more than just artsy-fartsy stuff, but help people and make videos for those who need them. And I just wish more people had the courage to pursue whatever passions they have. What I love beyond the movie is that it doesn't just push that message, it's literally living it. Like, these homies started on YouTube. We're talking high school friends who just got together to make stuff, who showed that experience and learning from their mistakes were worth more than film school. And now they're on Saturday Night Live, they're making commercials, they have a feature-length film in theaters. And it's not like people from the tube haven't made stuff before, but for it to be my favorite movie of the year, kinda just shows that anything is possible. So the reason I love it so much goes beyond the plot, it goes beyond the humor, it goes beyond the performances, but because it exemplifies that question every filmmaker asks about how to make a movie. You just grab a camera, grab your friends, and do it.